Hey guys, well, I have really sad news for you guys today. Durango Wildlands is closing today or tomorrow. It's closing, so the community around it is throwing a big party in game. You know, it's really sad. And so this video is going to be just telling you all the things that I loved about this game because, and I'm kind of impressed with Nexon because honestly, Nexon had enough of a following that if they wanted to just keep doing like small updates to like milk the people that were loyal to the game, they could have done that. But instead, they're deciding to just kind of close it for the time being and maybe start something new later. And I just think that's really impressive. So it makes me think, hey, the next time I see a Nexon game, I want to make sure to check it out because they care about only being able to produce good quality. And so that's very impressive. Okay, let's see. Greetings, Pioneer. This is the operation team of Durango Wildlands. We have prepared this letter for you, Pioneer. You who always gave you love and support Durango Wildlands so far. Since we have so many good memories, we'd like to thank you once again for being with us. Even though the Warpole Pass on Durango Wildlands will be closed soon, please cherish our special memories. We want to always be happy. We want you to always be happy. We prepared this final last gift for you. Interesting. Oh, there we go. We got it all. Cool. Lots of vitamins. So what I want to do, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, is go to my house and show you guys. Yeah, it looks like no items available to equip. It just looks like the game is already kind of closed down, which is sad. Oh yeah, look, everything's gone. Okay, well, that's sad. So I want to tell you what I love about the game, and you're just gonna have to picture it because it's not really here anymore. You know, one of the things that I loved about this game is kind of how the leveling system worked. You know, how you upgraded. It was pretty easy to upgrade things. Building was completely freestyle. Like you could do whatever you wanted. And then everything was the whole crafting tree. Let's see if we can at least go into the crafting tree. Yeah, so you can kind of see, you know, you got a blade here. This blade can be made into a million different things. So you take a rock, you craft it into a blade, and then you can make that blade into anything. And kind of like real life, except it was still simplified, as most games do. It just kind of felt like you could do anything you wanted in the game, and that's, I think, maybe part of the problem with the game is that they didn't have real clear directions. Like they tried to do some clan wars, but they weren't able to quite pan it out in the way that made a lot of sense to people. A lot of people struggled with this game because they could not understand how to get started, which is where a lot of my videos on my main channel helped out, but still wasn't able to get enough traction, probably because initially a lot of people told me, like, I don't really know how to even start this game. So it's pretty sad. Let's see. Okay, yep, there's nothing I can do to go show you my base. So this is probably going to be a shorter video, but one of the things, other things I loved about this game is it's very easy to get rich. Like you could just, you know, get so rich in the game quick. You did have to work together with other people to get the best stuff, which I also liked. But you could be like, hey, I'm going to get you a bajillion, you know, like hundreds of flax or hundreds of whatever. And then they're like, okay, cool, you know. And the skill tree, man. Yep, they don't give me a lot of stuff that I can show you guys. Well, that's lame. So, yeah, it makes me really sad that the game ended up getting closed out. Just kind of, it just had a very good feel of a total sandbox. Maybe too much sandbox. Maybe that was their biggest handicap, was the amount of sandbox. Maybe they could have, you know, still had the sandbox for some people, but then had like mini games throughout it. But again, one of the biggest problems is a lot of players, a lot of mobile game players aren't going to figure out a really complex sandbox game because they just want something they can kind of understand right away. I think that will eventually change as mobile gamers get more advanced, but right now That's just where it's at. So yeah, so I'm gonna explore this island a little bit. One of the things that quests were cool, doing quests. So when you gather stuff, you just kind of, oh, I don't have the tools to gather stuff, but you go anywhere, and you can make these rocks into anything. Let's see if we can find some mines or something. And then the special things, but everything was so complex. It was like Nexon, they're used to making computer games. I think that's what happened, and they're like, hey, the mobile game community can handle this. And I think the mobile game community wasn't quite ready for this game, because it was a little bit more complex than maybe they're used to. They weren't quite used to having to get on Wikipedia or form groups to try to figure something out, But in fact, cooking, I never actually figured out cooking. It was a little too complex for me. I'm sure I could have figured it out, but playing all the other games, I was like, well, you can do all kinds of combinations, and there's so many hidden secrets as you combine different things. And but ultimately, in game, once people got to 60, even though that's where kind of the game started, a lot of people didn't really see what do I do next, Oh, also the combat system wasn't perfect. I don't know. I kind of liked the turn-based combat system that they originally had, but I don't know if I could even tell you what could have been a little bit better about it, but I think they could have made it just a little bit better, of a little bit better combat system. It almost felt like a turn-based game with some real-time aspects, which some people don't like that because they can tell, they're like, why isn't my character moving? And it's like, well, you got to wait until the next, action point. And it's like, but my character's just standing there and the dinosaur's wailing on him. And so that bothered a lot of people. I didn't think it was that bad. You just should maybe clarify what's happening so people aren't freaking out. Again, that's another thing that I don't think would have been a problem if it had been a computer game. I think computer game players are more used to that, but mobile gamers are just a little bit more. What in the world is this? Oh, is this the hot air balloon? Did it start me over or something? What's going on? So strange. I do not know what's going on. They never utilized one of the things that I think is best about mobile games is automatically hooking up the audio and stuff to where you just automatically have direct, communication. Because it would have been really cool with the team to immediately just get on, create a little party, and then you're immediately talking to them, kind of like in PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, any of those games. It makes things so much nicer. You feel really connected to your friends. The way they had making riding dinosaurs, capturing dinosaurs, that whole system was really brilliant. Oh, also the market in this game was amazing. It was so organic. You could literally just go pick up anything and sell it. And it was amazing. To have a global market like that, it was very wild and crazy. And the fact that you could buy things in the store and then just sell it in the market was kind of a crazy blend. I thought it was kind of cool that someone could go buy something, in the market and then sell it to me and I could just grind the stones for it. That way I could pay game money for something that they paid real money for. I thought that was a really brilliant concept. I don't think that they're gonna let me do it, but let me try, see what is available in the shop. No, the shop's not even on here. And is that right? The shop's not even on here? Yeah, but it was a really cool, the shop was one of my favorite things about this game. It was a really cool concept. You could just literally go pick up a stick and sell it for a few stones. Or you pick up 100 sticks and sell them for a few stones, and you beat everyone else's price. And then you've got 100 times whatever that price was, and so you could make a ton of money quickly just by grinding. And that was a cool, and then you could go buy things that other people spent real money on, which was crazy. So obviously some things they would never put on the market, but there were some things that they would. And so, they did a good job of the whole fatigue system, to where you could plan it out to where you couldn't farm too much on an island because you get too fatigued, but then if you went to like your clan, our clan had this way of like reducing fatigue like crazy. And so if you worked well with your team, with your clan, it was pretty cool. So I really like this game. I thought it was a really awesome open kind of sandbox feel game, and I'm sad that it's not working out. But I'm really excited to see what Nexon creates next, and I'll definitely be looking out to see what is Nexon up to, because they did a good job. And then again, like I said in the very beginning, I feel like they were very smart. Instead of saying, hey, we're going to give these guys something else to spend money on. Oh, we're going to just drag them along here and kind of drag along the people that were really loyal to this game and kind of milk them for what they had. They just decided, hey, this isn't working out. We're not going to be able to make our ends meet, so we're just going to close the game down for now, and we'll see you guys in a future game. And maybe they'll make Durango Wildlands 2 someday. Maybe they'll try a different, take the same concept, make some tweaks, and do a different age. Like right now, zombies is a big thing. Everyone loves zombies. Personally, I think a space age would be really epic for one of these type of games. I don't know how they would do gathering resources in a space age, but it'd be pretty intriguing to create a new storyline. I think something Nexon could do is create like a planet, and you build, I don't know, spaceships, travel to other planets, gather resources on those other planets, global market, I don't know, something. Hopefully they'd make it quite a bit different, but keep some of the awesome feel. So like the market, the way gather resources, the way the clans work together. I thought that was all really cool. So I loved this game. I thought it was really cool. Always wish I had more time to play it. Busy with, my wife and 3 kids and my real job. Didn't get a chance to play it as much as I would have wanted. But sad to see it go. Nexon, you did a great job.